Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CHI, your host Odysseus. Oh boy, I'm excited about this, because I get to talk about one of the greatest movies of all time. Of course not! Haven't talked about a World War II movie in a while. I'm starting to miss the shoddy cinematography and the casual racism. Actually, everything about this movie, from its production to its plot, is one of the most confusing things I have ever seen, and you're gonna suffer with me. This is Casablanca Express. We open with some military leaders, one of them played by Glenn Ford. Damn it, Ford, what are you doing here? You're better than this. You were in Midway. I have a theory for how he got into this mess, and it involves a gun, because there's no way they offered him enough money. But wait, the casting gets even more ridiculous. We also have Donald Pleasant. Hey, isn't there an episode of MS-33K you're supposed to be in, Donald? Watching this is like an anti-kabuki class. I can understand Ford not wanting any part of this, but Pleasant? He deals with this kind of schlock all the time, and his performance in those movies was 10 times better. They're here to talk to Winston Churchill, whose face we never see. And you might think it's because the actor looks nothing like him, but John Evans is actually pretty similar to the genuine article. Not only physically, but even in his vocals.
Yes, I know. My doctor reminded me several times yesterday at Downing Street. He wants me to give up smoking.
I suppose the reason is because Churchill isn't a character, he's a plot point. Because they need to get him to Casablanca for a conference with Roosevelt. Oh my. Not even 2 minutes in, and I got enough to complain about for hours! Okay, 1. This movie is set in 1942. The conference was in 1943. 2. This may be a real event, but it's a god-awful idea. Casablanca may not be under German control, but it is full of Nazi supporters and officers. All it takes is just one crazy with a bomb, and boom, and Nazis win. So Churchill needs some bodyguards so they get the best men for the job, including Jason Connery, the son of Sean Connery. And I can tell you with full honesty and the highest level of certainty that his acting is god-awful! And don't forget Francisco Quinn, the son of Anthony Quinn. And he can act.
I've heard the Nazis already know that Mr. Churchill is here, and that he'll be traveling on to Casablanca.
He should leave as soon as possible.
Ugh, this is painful to watch. You can practically see the cards they're reading off of. And don't forget the music, which sounds like it should be playing in a third-rate RTS game. We cut to 000's apartment and oh! Ladies and gentlemen, it is a glorious day, for we have our very first censored nipple!
I'll see you there.
There where?
Stop asking stupid questions and get over there.
Yeah, stop asking legitimate questions. That's the motto of this movie. But then From Russia Without Acting chases after some Arab spies. Well, this movie's ahead of its time. We didn't start chasing Arabs until 2010. And if you thought this chase scene would be horribly shot and boring, here's some money. We then meet our bad guy, Otto von Tibbles. Otto von Tibbles. That is not the name of a villain, that is the name of a hamster. Also, Dr. No Acting Allowed already knew Agent Hamster's name, but we don't learn of any history between them. Maybe it was a heartbreaking love story, and they didn't include it because it was too interesting. What was that? That guy just launched himself 6 feet in the air! Was he a superhero? Super Arab! Just shoot him! Wait, why did Agent Hamster shoot one of his guys? He was aiming for 2 seconds and that guy wasn't between them. Maybe he was trying to collect henchman insurance? So they hear that Churchill's plane will be sabotaged, so they decide to take a train. Uno. If you know it's going to be sabotaged, why don't you keep it from happening? Or take a different plane? Dos. Taking the train will be infinitely more dangerous. Whereas a plane would take about 2 or 3 hours, a train would take 20 hours. Giving Agent Hamster and the Nazis more than enough time to hijack or destroy it. Also, in real life, Churchill took a plane to the conference, which means we've gone straight into fictional history. And not even fun fictional history. And this goes back to the conference being set in Casablanca. If you're going to make up events, then just do something original. Make it the London Express, or the Switzerland Express, or the Subway Express. I don't care, anywhere but Casablanca! We cut to the train station and...
What I don't understand is why he didn't kill me. Saving your enemy's life doesn't fit the Nazi image.
Don't you just love it when the movie points out its own plot holes? Also, what do you mean Nazi image? They're not rabid, starving wolves. They can make tactical decisions. You might be playing into Agent Hamster's trap right now. Churchill boards the train and...
Don't be too hard on them, Colonel. Were it not for them, we'd all be speaking German.
It would probably take a few decades before that would take full effect. Also, I hear this every Veterans Day, so I instinctually roll my eyes at it.
Your eyes open.
What on earth could happen? This is a joyride.
I gotta admit, I'm rather surprised by this lady. She may be Italian, but her British accent is impeccable.
Gosh, Franchetti, if your instructor's right, he'll win the Nobel Prize for Intelligence.
Subtlety! So the train takes off and Churchill's protected by American soldiers. Really? The British Prime Minister is protected by American soldiers. Could you guys not find any British flag badges? And look at these guys, generic as it gets. No insignias, no ranks, just a flag. Wait, why is Casino Royally Bad Acting's girlfriend here? She's a lieutenant, sure, but she wasn't assigned to this mission.
Okay.
Maybe she's moral support. Also, there's other passengers, but they add nothing, lead nothing, are just one-dimensional cardboard cutouts. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna skip them. But, nuns. You can't have an Italian production without nuns. Golden Eyesore thinks there's a bomb on the train and starts pointing a gun at people. And this is what happens when you force someone so impressionable to do something they have no idea about. Then some guy shows up and starts shooting. Who was that guy? Why was he there? Stop asking questions. The spy who loved to not act gets arrested, thank God. And everyone starts pointing fingers over who's a spy. A forgotten pastime of the 40s. Francisco gets a bad feeling and checks out the roof. You know, the more I watch this, the more I hope that John Wayne will show up, jump on the train from a horse, and finally make this interesting. A fight breaks out, and while it's cool that it's on a train, it's horribly telegraphed and awkward. The girlfriend gives it a try, but she gets some soldiers involved. Oh my goodness, she used her brain! So Agent Hamster hijacks the train, which was one of my ideas. So things are kind of crappy and whoa, what is this? What was that? What even was that? Well, they're German paratroopers and oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone into day for night territory. Be afraid, people! Be very afraid! The Germans start shooting and they hit a child. Tasteless much? This is the definition of token and manipulative. So the phoning it in brigade hear the news, so they need to formulate a plan. Here's my idea. We'll send out some carrier planes, loaded with crates of cigars. We'll throw them out over the area, leading back to the base, and Churchill will follow it back like a bloodhound. Yes! Genius at work here. But Earraker has a far less interesting plan that involves him going alone. You're not an 80s action star. Go with some backup.
Anyway, we don't have any choice.
Hey, that's what his agent said after signing up for this movie. Oh god, it hurts. I've seen some pretty bad day for night, but this is just awful. So the girlfriend tries to escape, but she's captured. This movie's going out of its way to piss me off. So License to Kill Acting's plan is to travel to the train by camel. Wouldn't it take hours to get out there? And start shooting people with a crossbow. Congratulations, movie. You are now a video game. Meanwhile, the little girl is having a slug pulled out of her shoulder with no knife and no penicillin. At least I think he has a knife, I can barely see it. Also, 9mm rounds were designed to go through targets, not to stay in them.
We're gonna need some silk for the stitches.
Gosh, these are silk.
Oh, screw you, nun. You saw a bunch of people get shot. Don't be disapproval over a girl wearing stockings. Also, the priest was shot, but he's still alive somehow. And didn't the other carts have people in them? Aren't we gonna check on them? No? Alright. On the next bit, trigger warning. The girlfriend starts getting raped. Have you not been tasteless enough, movie? You want to have a bit where Hitler chows down on baby polar bears? So Quantum of Suck saves her and kills 13 paratroopers by himself. Apparently he was supposed to be an action star. But then he's captured and whoa, it's day? Did the sun just catapult into the sky? Or maybe is a superhero. Super Sun!
What the hell is going on in there?
A man tried to kill me, Herr Oberst. I was forced to shoot.
Why are the Germans talking to each other in English? And why did they shoot Die another terrible line? Worst Germans ever! So they send a signal to a sleepwalking platoon and they call in the Marines. And then the Germans make coffee. Worst Germans ever!
What are your orders?
To kill all of you, and then free Churchill.
Given with all the raw drama and power of someone stepping in gum. So the shooting starts out again and Francisco is killed. There goes our last ethnic main character. Godspeed. Hey, Tomorrow Never Acts. Why bother fighting him? You know the bombs are turned off, just pick up a gun and shoot him. Also, why does the switch make laser sounds? Whoa, wait, the guy is the damsel in distress and the girl has to save him? Wow, I didn't expect that. The Marines are coming, the Marines are coming! Exciting train chase! Not really. So they try to disconnect the carts by shooting the hinges. So they beat the bad guys and save the day, hooray! And then an Arab performs rites on a dying priest. What? Also, Churchill turns to the camera because his awesomeness transcends the fourth wall and he feels sorry for you. But as it turns out, that guy was a double and Churchill took the plane all along, which makes all this entirely pointless!
Shit, General.
Holy crap, he actually tried. And we end with Skyfall flat on his ass, leaving with his girl. The end. Please allow me to articulate my opinion. What was that? What even was that? Why were these people in it? Why are they such idiots? Were they at gunpoint? Was this an insurance scheme? Why? Bye.